I'm Dr. Ava Clark, and what I'm about to tell you will change how you think about vegetables forever. If you're over 60, you could be eating a vegetable tonight that raises your stroke risk by morning. Not junk food, not fried chicken. A vegetable you've been told your whole life is healthy. Picture this. You eat a healthy dinner with vegetables, go to bed feeling good about your choices, and wake up with slurred speech, a weak arm, or sudden dizziness. Most people blame fried foods or sugar for strokes, but sometimes the real culprit is a vegetable sitting in your refrigerator right now. I've treated hundreds of seniors who did everything right. They ate their vegetables, took their medications, and stayed active, yet they still suffered strokes. When we investigated their diets, we discovered something shocking. Certain vegetables that helped their bodies at age 40 were silently damaging them at age 70. Your body changes dramatically after 60. Your kidneys slow down, your blood vessels stiffen. Your medications interact with foods differently. A vegetable that once protected you can now quietly raise your stroke risk overnight. But here's the good news. You don't need to fear vegetables. You just need to understand which ones become dangerous after 60, when to eat them, and how to eat them safely. Today, I'm revealing 9 common vegetables that can increase stroke risk in seniors over 60. More importantly, I'll teach you exactly how to keep eating them without danger. Watch until the end because the last vegetable is eaten by almost every American senior, and it's the most dangerous of all. Let's start with a vegetable you probably eat several times a week thinking it's protecting your brain.
Vegetable number 9, spinach. For your entire life, you've been told spinach is one of the healthiest foods on earth. Popeye ate it for strength. Doctors recommended it for iron. Health magazines praised it for antioxidants. All of that is true. But after age 60, spinach can quietly become dangerous if you eat it the wrong way. Here's what happens in your aging body. Spinach contains high levels of oxalates, natural compounds that bind to calcium. When you're younger, your kidneys easily flush these oxalates out of your body. No problem. But after 60, your kidney function drops by 30 to 40%. Your blood vessels become stiffer. And most seniors take calcium or vitamin D supplements for bone health. When these 3 factors combine, oxalates and calcium form tiny crystals in your bloodstream. Think of it like sand building up inside a thin pipe. These calcium oxalate crystals accumulate slowly over weeks and months. They narrow the small arteries feeding blood to your brain. Blood flow decreases. Oxygen delivery drops. Then one night while you sleep, a small blood clot gets stuck in that narrowed artery. The result is a stroke. Often a silent stroke you don't even notice until weeks later when you realize your memory isn't as sharp or your balance feels off. Let me tell you about my patient Dorothy. She's 76 and came to me confused about why she kept having mini dizzy spells every morning. She was doing everything right. Walking daily, taking her vitamins, eating healthy. When I reviewed her diet, I found she was eating raw spinach salads every single night for dinner. She thought she was being healthy, but her body couldn't process that much oxalate at night when her kidneys were slowest. We made simple changes. She switched her spinach to breakfast or lunch. She reduced her portion sizes. She stopped pairing spinach with her calcium supplement. Within 3 weeks, her dizziness disappeared completely. Vegetable number 8, broccoli. Broccoli has been called a superfood for decades. It's rich in fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that support heart health and immunity. Every doctor recommends it. Every health magazine praises it. And they're not wrong. Broccoli is incredibly healthy. But for seniors over 60, especially those taking blood-thinning medications, broccoli becomes a hidden danger. The problem is vitamin K. Broccoli contains extremely high levels of vitamin K, a nutrient that helps your blood clot properly. When you're younger and not on medications, that's beneficial. But millions of American seniors take blood-thinning medications like warfarin, Plavix, Eliquis, or even daily aspirin to prevent strokes and heart attacks. Here's where the danger starts. Vitamin K counteracts blood thinners. When you eat large amounts of broccoli, you're essentially reducing the effectiveness of your medication. Your blood becomes too thick to flow smoothly through narrowed arteries. The risk of blood clots increases dramatically. But here's what makes this truly dangerous: inconsistency. Eating 3 cups of broccoli one week and none the next throws your blood-thinning medication completely off balance. Your doctor prescribes your medication dose based on stable vitamin K intake. When that intake swings wildly up and down, your blood alternates between too thin and too thick. You might not feel anything wrong until suddenly you have a stroke or dangerous bleeding. I treated a patient named George who's 82 years old. He was on warfarin for atrial fibrillation. His wife loved making broccoli and cheese soup, so George ate it several times a week during winter. In summer, they switched to salads with no broccoli at all. His blood tests showed his INR levels, which measure blood thickness, were all over the place. Some months his blood was dangerously thick. Other months it was too thin. We stabilized him by keeping his broccoli intake consistent year-round, just half a cup 3 times per week, every week. Here's how to eat broccoli safely if you're on blood thinners. Keep your intake consistent. Eat the same amount every week, not large portions one week and none the next. Limit yourself to half a cup of cooked broccoli, 3 to 4 times per week maximum. Vegetable number 7, romaine lettuce. For most seniors, a light salad for dinner feels like the healthiest choice possible. Low in calories, easy to digest, gentle on the stomach. But what most people don't realize is that romaine lettuce eaten at night can quietly raise your stroke risk by morning. Here's why. Romaine lettuce is a natural diuretic, meaning it makes your body release water through urination. In younger adults with strong kidneys and good hydration habits, this barely matters. But after 60, everything changes. Your kidneys filter water more slowly. Your blood vessels lose elasticity and become stiffer. Your brain's thirst signals weaken, so you don't feel thirsty even when you're dehydrated. When you eat a romaine salad at dinner or late evening, your body releases water while you sleep. You don't drink water at night because you're asleep. By morning, you're significantly dehydrated. Dehydration thickens your blood. Thick blood moves slowly through stiff arteries. This creates the perfect conditions for blood clots to form in the small vessels feeding your brain. Add blood pressure medications or other diuretics to this equation, and the risk multiplies. Many seniors take water pills for blood pressure or heart failure. These medications already make you urinate more. When combined with romaine lettuce at night, dehydration becomes severe. Here's how to eat romaine lettuce safely after 60. Eat your salads at lunch or early afternoon, not at dinner or evening. If you eat salad at night, drink at least 1 full glass of water with it and another glass before bed. Avoid pairing romaine with other diuretics like coffee, tea, or water pills at the same meal. Vegetable number 6, raw carrots. Carrots are considered one of the healthiest snacks in America. Crunchy, low in calories, packed with beta-carotene for eye health. Parents give them to children. Dieters munch on them guilt-free. They seem completely harmless. But for seniors over 60, eating raw carrots at the wrong time creates hidden circulation problems that can trigger strokes. Here's what happens in your aging body. Raw carrots digest quickly and release natural sugars directly into your bloodstream. In younger adults with strong insulin response, the body handles this sugar spike easily. But after 60, your metabolism slows dramatically. Your pancreas produces less insulin. Your cells become more resistant to insulin. This means blood sugar spikes higher and stays elevated longer. Here's how to eat carrots safely after 60. Avoid eating raw carrots alone, especially at night. Eat them in the morning or afternoon when your body is active and metabolizing food better. Always pair carrots with protein or healthy fat like hummus, peanut butter, nuts, or cheese. This slows sugar absorption dramatically. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, limit raw carrots to small portions, about half a cup maximum. Cooked carrots are slightly better because cooking breaks down some of the sugars and makes them absorb more slowly. You don't need to eliminate them. You just need to eat them smartly. Daytime carrots with protein are healing. Nighttime carrots alone can quietly harm your circulation and brain. If you're finding this information helpful, please take a moment to like this video. It helps more seniors discover these critical health tips. Subscribe to my channel for more videos that keep you strong, sharp, and independent. And drop a comment below telling me your age, where you're watching from, and which vegetable surprised you most. I read every single comment, and your stories help other seniors watching today. Vegetable number 5, garlic. Garlic has been praised for thousands of years as one of nature's most powerful medicines. It lowers blood pressure, fights infections, supports heart health, and boosts immunity. Ancient cultures treated garlic as medicine, not just food. Modern science confirms these benefits. But after 60, especially for seniors taking blood-thinning medications, garlic can quietly cross from protector to danger. Here's why. Garlic is a natural blood thinner. It contains compounds called allicin and sulfur that reduce blood clotting and improve circulation. For healthy younger adults, this is beneficial. But millions of American seniors take prescription blood thinners like warfarin, clopidogrel, Eliquis, Xarelto, or daily aspirin to prevent strokes and heart attacks. When you combine garlic with these medications, you create a dangerous double effect. Your blood becomes too thin. It cannot clot properly when needed. The delicate blood vessels in your brain become vulnerable to bleeding. A minor bump to your head could cause internal bleeding. Even without injury, spontaneous bleeding can occur. The result can be a hemorrhagic stroke, where bleeding in the brain causes damage instead of a clot. Vegetable number 4, onions. Onions are kitchen staples in almost every American home. They add flavor to soups, salads, and main dishes. They're packed with antioxidants and compounds that lower cholesterol and fight inflammation. Health experts recommend them for heart protection. All of this is true. But for seniors over 60, especially those on blood pressure or blood-thinning medications, onions can create problems if eaten in large amounts or at the wrong time. The issue is a compound called quercetin. Onions contain high levels of quercetin, a natural compound that widens blood vessels and lowers blood pressure. In healthy amounts, this is beneficial. But when combined with prescription blood pressure medications that do the same thing, quercetin creates a dangerous double effect. Your blood pressure can drop too low, especially at night when blood pressure naturally decreases during sleep. When blood pressure drops too low, your brain doesn't receive enough oxygen-rich blood. This can cause dizziness, confusion, fainting, or in severe cases, a stroke from insufficient blood flow. Onions remain incredibly healthy for your immune system, heart, and overall health. You don't need to avoid them completely. You just need balance and awareness. A little onion cooked into meals adds flavor and protection. Too much at night can quietly lower your blood pressure and strain your circulation dangerously. Vegetable number 3, corn. For many American seniors, corn feels like pure comfort food. Corn on the cob at summer barbecues, warm cornbread with dinner, creamy corn chowder on cold nights. It's familiar, comforting, and seems completely harmless. But here's what most people don't understand. Nutritionally, corn is not a vegetable. It's a starchy grain that behaves like white bread or pasta in your body. After 60, this distinction becomes critically important for your brain health and stroke risk. My patient Linda is 69 and pre-diabetic. She loved eating corn chowder for dinner several nights a week. She kept waking up at 3 a.m. with heart palpitations and feeling shaky. Her continuous glucose monitor showed massive blood sugar spikes around 8 p.m. followed by dangerous crashes around 2 to 3 a.m. We eliminated corn from dinner completely and limited it to occasional small portions at lunch paired with protein. Her nighttime symptoms disappeared completely within 1 week. Vegetable number 2, asparagus. Asparagus is considered an elegant, sophisticated vegetable. It's a favorite in upscale restaurants and healthy meal plans. Light, low in calories, and rich in nutrients. But for seniors over 60, this refined vegetable can quietly create serious circulation problems if eaten at the wrong time of day. The reason is simple but dangerous. Asparagus is a powerful natural diuretic. It makes your kidneys release water rapidly through urination. For younger adults with efficient kidneys and strong hydration habits, this effect is barely noticeable. But after 60, your kidneys work 30 to 40% slower. Your thirst signals become unreliable. You often don't feel thirsty even when your body desperately needs water. When you eat asparagus at dinner or evening, your body releases significant amounts of water while you sleep. You don't drink water during the night because you're asleep. By morning, you're severely dehydrated. Dehydration has a direct, dangerous effect on your blood. My patient Barbara is 83 and takes a diuretic for heart failure. She loved eating roasted asparagus with dinner because it was low-calorie and easy to prepare. She started waking up extremely dizzy and weak every morning. Some days she couldn't get out of bed safely. Blood tests showed severe dehydration and dangerously concentrated blood. We moved her asparagus to lunch only and made sure she drank water throughout the afternoon and evening. Her morning symptoms resolved within days. Here's how to eat asparagus safely after 60. Never eat asparagus at dinner or evening. Enjoy it only at lunch or early afternoon. Drink at least 1 full glass of water when eating asparagus and continue drinking water throughout the day. If you take diuretic medications, ask your doctor if eating asparagus is safe for you at all. Now we've reached the most important vegetable of all. The one that surprises every senior I tell about it. Vegetable number 1, tomatoes. Tomatoes are the ultimate symbol of healthy eating in America. Fresh tomatoes in salads, tomato sauce on pasta, tomato soup for comfort. They're refreshing, low in calories, and packed with antioxidants like lycopene that supposedly protect your heart. But after 60, tomatoes can create circulation problems that produce symptoms almost identical to stroke warning signs. Here's what makes tomatoes dangerous for aging brains and blood vessels. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family of plants. Nightshades contain natural compounds called histamines, tyramine, and solanine. In younger adults, these compounds cause no problems. But after 60, your body's ability to process and eliminate these compounds decreases significantly. Many seniors rush to the emergency room convinced they're having a stroke, only to find out their symptoms were triggered by tomato-based meals eaten the night before. But the danger doesn't stop there. Tomatoes are highly acidic. This acidity affects your electrolyte balance, particularly depleting calcium and magnesium, minerals absolutely crucial for stable nerve and muscle function. When eaten in large amounts, especially at night, this can cause blood pressure fluctuations and disrupted circulation during sleep. Here's how to handle tomatoes safely after 60. Cook tomatoes gently before eating them. Cooking reduces solanine levels significantly and makes lycopene more bioavailable. Avoid eating heavy tomato-based meals like spaghetti sauce, pizza, or tomato soup at dinner or evening. Enjoy tomatoes earlier in the day at breakfast or lunch instead. Pair tomatoes with magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, or almonds to balance their acidity. Limit portion sizes. A few cherry tomatoes in a salad is very different from a large bowl of tomato soup. Today, we revealed 9 common vegetables that can quietly raise stroke risk when eaten the wrong way: spinach, broccoli, romaine lettuce, raw carrots, garlic, onions, corn, asparagus, and tomatoes. But remember, these foods are not your enemies. When eaten at the right time, in proper portions, with awareness of your medications and hydration, they can still protect your brain and strengthen your body. Now I want to hear from you. Which vegetable surprised you most? Will you change how or when you eat any of these? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your story could help another senior watching today. If you found this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you never miss important health information that could save your life. Remember, what you put on your plate today becomes the clarity, strength, and independence you carry into tomorrow. Stay sharp, stay safe, and stay healthy. This is Dr. Ava Clark reminding you that aging is not about decline. It's about adapting wisely.